Last name is Brown, Brown. First is Edveric, Edveric. Middle is Monique, Monique, and he's 34. I think he's staying in there, so this doesn't give an address or a city, so I would say he's probably from Sioux Falls, but I don't know that exactly.
How old were the victims?
We had one that was, or is, 35-year-old woman. Why is this slow today? 63-year-old man and an 11-year-old girl. Burglaries, both of those were vehicles that were stolen from garages. The disorderlies, a couple of reports on there. One of them was it was like an animal abuse case, and so this one, our suspect is related to the victims, or the victim, I suppose she'd be the victim's owner. I don't know how to say that, but anyway, he ended up, there was some type of dispute, and he ended up killing her cat, and then he left. So we know who he is. He hasn't been found yet. The cat was taken by the animal control to the Humane Society, so we're still investigating that. No injuries to the other person that was in the apartment.
The incident happened as well as a report yesterday, Sam. Is that correct?
Yeah, it happened. We were called probably right after it happened. That was a little before 6 p.m. Let's see, the embezzlement, that was some merchandise taken from a store, no arrests on that. Family offenses are protection orders and some other reports. Frauds are all ID thefts. Larcenies, a few shopliftings, actually a couple of snow blowers were taken. Some license plates, nothing else real big out of those.
Snow blowers on driveways, or?
Yeah, people had left the snow blowers outside and then came back or went to use them and then found that they were gone. Let's see, narcotics, no big quantities on those. Simple assaults were domestics. Vandalisms, we had 3 different car washes that somebody tried to, I guess, get to the cash in the changers. They weren't successful on that. And then one of them was a TV that was damaged. And the other thing I was gonna, excuse me, just touch on is they started the process of getting snow cleaned up downtown. They didn't have enough time. There's obviously too much snow, so they're going to be doing that again tonight at 1 a.m. The big message behind this is don't park on the streets between 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. If you park on the streets downtown during that time frame, your car will be towed. There's probably going to be people that will be out Friday night, early Saturday morning at the bars. Make sure you're parking off street. If anybody lives downtown and they park on street, it doesn't matter. During that time frame from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m., if you park on the streets downtown, just assume your car is going to be towed. So we're trying to push that message out now so people are aware of that and can make, I guess, appropriate adjustments, finding a parking garage to park in, some other off-street parking.
And that's Friday into Saturday?
It'll begin actually Saturday morning, but tonight, essentially. So 1 a.m. Saturday morning till 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. So that's tonight, though. We don't want people to be confused by thinking that's going to happen Saturday night. It's going to be that Friday night, early Saturday morning. So if you're going out downtown, make sure you're not parking on the streets, or if you do park on the streets, make sure you have your car moved before 1 a.m. That's all I have, unless you guys have anything else.
Do you have any information on that shooting that occurred? Or
The shooting, yeah. So that was January 1st. I just looked, there's no updates with that. I don't know that that was covered though, so. That was about 2:30 a.m. That was in the 2000 block of South Lake Avenue is when it happened. And I don't know, there was quite a few people that were at that home. I don't know if there was a party there where that was taking place, but there was some type of disturbance, and our victim ended up getting shot in the chest. I think there was 2 gunshots, or 2 wounds that happened from that. He was taken to the hospital. The injuries, I think they were described as non-life-threatening. I know the detective has since talked to the victim. At this point in time, no arrests have been made. We're still kind of piecing everything together. There were some names that were thrown out, but not enough to make any arrests at this point in time. And still tracking people down, talking to people, trying to figure out, what the involvement was and who was ultimately responsible.
Yesterday, Sam, it was mentioned that there was a toddler or an infant brought into a hospital. Was there any more information on that?
Nothing new with that, still an open investigation. Anything else? Okay, thanks.